Yo, yes, my people, we're back. True Blue Lifestyle presents True Blue ENT. Welcome to the YouTube channel. For anyone that hasn't already, click that subscribe button. Click the bell next to it to get notifications for every time we drop some new content. Content dropping weekly. And again, my people, hit us up on Instagram. Follow me at KThePT19 on Instagram. Hit that follow button. Let's do this thing together.
All of my niggas are rapping that blue. All of my niggas are prepping to shoot. Find me up kids and that's my avenue. Left wrist on trip, right wrist on trip.
Yo, welcome back to the show. Episode 4, we're in the mix. Hood Morning Britain. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, KThePT19. Also, True Blue ENT on Instagram. As you've probably seen, the Hood Morning Britain YouTube channel, the Hood Morning Britain Instagram page has all been taken down. I just had a little cleanup, of the whole situation and the whole setup. I just feel like everything was just scattered all over the place. So anything that's going to be uploaded onto True Blue ENT YouTube channel, it's going to be on True Blue ENT Instagram. So be sure to follow True Blue ENT on Instagram, follow KThePT19 on Instagram, and if you've not already, subscribe to the YouTube channel True Blue ENT. Come on, let's get it popping. So yeah, so today, break down the show, same as last time. So we're gonna have trending topics, then we have story time, then we're gonna have words of wisdom, then we're gonna shut it down with some shout outs and appreciations. Yeah, so let's get it popping, let's get into the show. So first and foremost, like I just said, you can find us on Instagram, KThePT19, that's my personal page. Then you can find True Blue ENT. Everything content related will be on True Blue ENT. So whatever new projects we got cooking up, all my reaction videos, my cooking videos, I'm gonna bring all them back. So you'll find all that on True Blue ENT. You'll catch the preview on there before you see it on the YouTube channel. But so make sure you go follow that right now. And yeah, so before we get into it, just want to shout out my sponsors. So we've got Peas Punch, we've got Three Kings Beard Oil, and I'm telling you, that Peas Punch, be sure to hit them up, banging. I don't really mess with the punch thing still, but that one was banging. And for everybody, the beard oil, you get me? Three Kings, that's the one, smells banging. It helps, you get me? Cause my beard wasn't growing on one side, man. Done that for a few months. Now it's starting to grow still. So yeah, you see the video on my Instagram as well. I'm gonna upload it onto YouTube as well for you. And yeah, also Chemos, holler at my homegirl for the CMOS in it. Chemos on Instagram. I'll throw it all in here anyway. I'll throw it in here and show you the page and everything else. You get me? And shout out my homie Scoots out there in Canada, man. We see you still. The first homie that believed in me and, supported my movement from the get-go. So without him, a lot of this wouldn't even be capable still. You get me? He's the first person to invest in man's movement and help man out. So yeah, shout out the sponsors, shout out everybody, and let's get it popping. Yeah, Hood News. Shout out the Watch Media. That's our news outlet for Hood Morning Britain and True Blue ENT. Again, you'll see their page pop up on the screen. So yeah, the first one, yeah. 2 men caught stealing a car from local mosque. Now, there's so many things wrong with that. You get me? It's just, people are just disrespecting the program and stealing a car from the local mosque. Yeah. And then what's happened, I think it was over there in East London. So what's happened, when they've stolen the car from the mosque, the community now, the people from the mosque, the brothers from the mosque, they've gone there, tracked them down, and made them fight each other. You get me? So they broke it down to them and said, rather than holding a beating, you two fight it out. You get me? So them two started fighting it out now. My man didn't waste no time in setting the pace on his brethren. I'll put the video in the video. I'll put the video in this so you'll see it. My man wasted no time with setting the pace on his brethren. My man just got to swing it on him rapid. You get me? But I suppose that's what a lot of these youths need, man. Car. It's like the kids just do crazy stuff. The kids are just out here doing crazy things, not really thinking of consequences, not really showing respect to the community. Do you get what I'm saying? It's mad. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think in it. Like, do you reckon it was over the top, or do you reckon that the actions of the brothers was justified? You get me? Then we've got the second story now. So you've got a man pleads guilty to ordering a hit on his ex-girlfriend. Yeah? So this guy has tried to get his ex-girlfriend and her husband, he's tried to get them killed, tried to get them licked down or something, you get me? But then what my man's done, he's had a plan to then blame the Black Lives Matter movement. So he's ordered the hit that he's saying to his brethren, them, oh, you know what we're going to do? We'll just blame it on the Black Lives Matter activists, you get me? Make it look like it was a setup. So obviously after they go do what they're doing, so whether they killed a woman or whatever, then they're then going to turn around and spray paint Black Lives Matter on the wall. So then when 5-0 turn up now, the 5-0 are going to automatically think that it was the Black Lives Matter activists. You get me? But yeah, so after the murder, after the body drop, they would have just spray painted that on the wall and left the 5-0 to think that it was the Black Lives Matter movement. But obviously, my man got found out. He got found out in the end anyway. I think he got locked up and that. We'll have to keep you posted and see what happens with him, if you see him in the news or whatever. Then we've got the next one. Youngest potential serial killer in London. Yeah. He planned to kill women in return for riches. So what he's done is he's Yo, my people, yes, for anyone in and around the Manchester area that wants a paint job for the car, be sure to hit up Daily Paints Manchester. He's telling people that he's made a deal with the devil, and in order to get what he wants, the reward for his actions, he has to go out there and kill women. You get me? So he's gone and killed 2 sisters, but then obviously the authorities have caught him before he could do any more. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's mad, innit? And what we have to understand and remember, like, there's a lot of people that suffer with mental health. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people suffer with mental health. It's not really a laughing matter, and it's not really a subject that's touched upon a lot. You get me? Some people are out there dealing with mental health, and I've seen a lot of it when I was in prison. And I never forget it. A screw said to me one time, he's like, when people come into prison with mental health issues, if the system doesn't feel that sending them to mental health unit, so secure hospital, if they don't think by sending them there, he's going to fix them, to just keep them in prison. You know, so there's a lot of people running around prison that suffer from mental health. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a mad one still, but then even that, before the authorities can do anything about it, these people are walking the streets amongst us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my man's story was, and he believed that by killing females, he was going to get riches in it. So I think he's saying he made a deal with the devil, but we don't know. We'll have to keep you posted on that one as well. And then, other one, a knife man who stabbed an ex-colleague after they started beefing over sausage rolls. Yeah, I said it. My man stabbed him, and the beef stemmed from sausage rolls. Now, I've seen some crazy stuff in prison, you know. I've seen some crazy things still. I've seen like man fight over telephones. I've seen man fight over pool. But I've never heard of a man getting stabbed because over sausage rolls. That is a crazy one. Like that one there is nuts. And he's ended up being jailed for over 4 years. You know, he's ended up being jailed for over 4 years over stabbing his ex-colleague over sausage rolls. I know I keep saying sausage rolls, but the more I say it, like, you might grasp the fact that he stabbed a man over sausage rolls. So basically, to break it down, what's happened, he's turned up on the guy's doorstep saying, right, remember me, you cunt. You get what I'm saying? And just got to work on him. But right, flipping out, man, you got to think to yourself, so now, you're sat down in jail for over 4 years, yeah? No sausage roll. You get me, G, when reality, you could have just wiped your mouth with it. Could have just wiped your mouth with it and then just, you know, gone about your business. But now you got to sit down in jail. Now you got to come out of jail. You're forever going to be that guy that stabbed a man over sausage rolls. Then another thing, it's like now you've got a criminal record. And if the beef stemmed from work, now you've got that mark on your name. So when you come out now and try to get a job, you get me? It's all going to be hard work still. It's all going to be hard work. So like, I just think people don't really think about their actions. You know what I'm saying? People just automatically be on this, right, man disrespected me, or right, this or that, or do you get what I'm saying? And then don't really think of the bigger picture. Because now, look, you have to sit down in jail for over 4 years, yeah? And then you have to sit there every night and think to yourself, right, the beef really was over sausage rolls. Yo, my people, be sure to check out Kimos on Instagram for all your CMOS. We've got different flavours. She's also got the CMOS Gold, what can be used for hair and skin. Be sure to check out Kimos on Instagram. And then moving on to this one now. So a police officer saved a man's life after he's pulled him over and the man's tried to swallow his bag of weed in it, so obviously he don't get nicked. Like, it's crazy. And you know what? I'm gonna have to like play devil's advocate here, yeah? Like, as much as some police will go about things in a mad way, like some, as we can see here from this story, some of them are all right in it. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know where it was. I think it might even have been in America. You get me? So that's even worse, because them police over there, like, they're forever on smoke. Like, forever on smoke. So I'll keep it real. And as a grown up with a mature head on my shoulders, I will say, like, I like to see things like this. You get me? Like, I don't really like always seeing 5-0 killing off people and this and that and ready to so you got to think to yourself, like, this man actually saved another man's life. You get me? So yeah, so that's that one. Yeah, so basically when he's being pulled over, when he's took him out the car and whatever else, my man swallowed the weed, but then he started choking. You get me? So now my man's choking on whatever, so the 5-0 seeing it, and obviously the video will come up, but then he starts doing the high neck maneuver. You get me? Starts doing the high neck maneuver, and my man's coughed up the parcel. You get me? So like the 5-0 guy said, I could have just left him to choke and then die, and it would have just been, realistically, it would have just said, oh, my man's tried to swallow the drugs and choked and died. You get me? So yeah, and that's it for hood news. But moving on to story time. So story time, yeah. Remember this one. This is one I've never told this story before, but it was mad. I think I had been in jail about a year. So I've been in about a year now, yeah. Now I don't think I've been in a year yet. Probably been about 7 months. 7 months it was. So padded up with a man, padded up with my cousin. You get me, G? So me and my man are in the cell together, but we must have been on. We was on one wing, We got padded up on one wing. Then they moved us to another wing. So now me and him moved over to this other wing, padded up again. Then we got into beef with this guy. Well, it weren't even me. It was my man. And my man got into beef with someone, yeah? Then my man's tried to pull the pool cue and that. Try and move like he's going to hit the homie with the pool cue. So now I've jumped up now. You get me? So my man starts making a scene and all that. Then the screws come, banged him up, banged us up. So then the next morning, we had to roll up our tent and bounce again, you get me? So now we've gone back onto the other wing. But when we got back on this wing now, the cell was ripped off. The cell was a mess. The toilet's blocked. The cell's ripped off, everything. So now we're in there scrubbing, cleaning, whatever, yeah? Reported the toilet being blocked though. I was saying to the people, right, yo, the toilet's blocked, man, the toilet's blocked. They're like, yeah, we've reported it. They're going to come out and fix it, Now, days are passing, and this toilet's blocked, you get me? But it's mad, you know, because it turns out it was my other brethren from Salford that blocked the toilet, you get me? So, anyway, so I'm going there every day. We come out and start saying to them, yo, man, fix up, man, what's going on with the works coming to fix the toilet? They're just fobbing us off, yeah? Me now, playing hero, I've tried to bust joke with the girl, yeah? So I'm saying, carry on messing us about, innit? And see if I don't drag you in the cell and make you live in there with us. You get me? But when I've said that now, she's gone all weird and that gone all stiff. But I'm just bantering, innit? You get me, G? 2-2's now, man, I got banged up. So we got banged up, yeah, so I'm chilling. Lay on my bed. My man's on his bed. But he's banged up, though. At 12 till 2 bang up. The doors just flew open, screws come flying in the cell. Yo, who's Proverbs Brown? So I'm saying, right, me, man, why, what's up? I was like, today, this afternoon, you threatened to kidnap an officer and rare stuff. Bro, my man started going sick. They rolled up looking smoke, though, like they rolled up on smoke. I'm just there like, flipping hell, you get me, Jay? I'm thinking, right, why he's making a scene like that? You get me? So I'm saying to him, nah, it weren't even that. What happened was, I've been saying, reporting the toilet for time, you get me? But no one don't want to come and fix the toilet, so I was messing about with her, innit, man? Some banter thing, messing about with her. My man starts trying to get me scared and that about, yeah, you know, we was going to call a tornado squad and we was going to do this and do that and ready tear and whatever else. So I'm thinking, rah, these niggas are real, you get me? My man, cousin, big homie, he's not saying nothing, no, he's just there, just chilling. Then they've cut roll. My man goes, oh no, why is he trying to get you scared? I'm thinking, bro, where was you, bro? Like, why didn't you say nothing? You get me? So I was a little mad one still. From that point there, that's when I realised, you know what? You can't banter with these people. You can't banter with them or try to make jokes or any of that. You get me? Because they're not your friends, you know? And then she's panicked and ran and told the SO what I've said, when really, you know, man was bantering, innit? You get me? But then she came back afterwards and tried to be on some laughy, jokey thing with me about, yeah, baby. So, no, forget all that. Like, you fully lost your right to banter. Like, you fully, 100% lost your right to banter. You cannot banter with me no more. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't come around there about, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, forget all that. Like, cut road with that, man. Bounce. Idiot, girl. You get me? But, yeah, that's just my little story time. So I was thinking about it the other day and started catching jokes to myself. Let me know in the comments, man, about when bantering's gone terribly wrong for you. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. But, yeah, so moving on to words of wisdom, yeah? And the reason why I do these words of wisdom is like, not even for the younger generation, just for anyone that's watching. You get me, Carl? I know a lot of the time we kind of get lost in the system and the thoughts of other people. You get me? So let me break down what the topic is today of the words of wisdom, yeah? The topic is, don't be afraid to go against the grain and always do what's best for you, yeah? So it's like, the reason why I say that is because to all the young bucks, yeah? To all the young bucks like coming up and you look at your brethren, you look at the man them around you, and it's like, man have got that do or die mentality. Man are like, nah, you're mad. I will die for my brethren, I'll die for my brother, I'll do this, I'll do that. My man's riding, I'm riding. If he's shooting, I'm shooting. My man dying, I'm dying, like all them type of things, yeah. But you see when man reach a certain age, it's like people mature over time. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't really want to start like making man believe that, oh, you know, man are just gonna drop you out when you get older. But one thing you have to understand and remember and realize, yeah, is that you see when people start to get older, priorities change. So it's like, I had to explain to a man the other day, it's like, yeah, so we all went jail when we was 18. So everyone from my circle went jail around the same time. So everybody's 18 in it. So when you think to yourself, so like 16, 17, 18, them times there, man are just on road. So it's like man will wake up in the morning, go and link one man. So you go to one man's gaff, then, you know, he gets ready, whatever, then you'll go link a next man, and before you know it, man are just sat down in a man's gaff all day, every day. Man are chilling on the block all day, every day. Man are rolling all day, every day. Because remember, man ain't got no gear. We ain't got no jobs. We ain't got no life, really, innit? Like, the streets is our life, innit? This is our life. We're rolling. You get me? So, when man get older now, and man might have a girl, man might have kids, man might get a job, and man might move to a next ends, and man might do this, and man might do that. Now a man's got next level priorities. You get me? And I learned this when I was in Penn. So it's like, when I'm sat in Penn and I'm thinking, wow, my man's dropped me out. Nobody didn't drop me out, you know. Everyone's just leveled up, everyone's just grown up. But in my head, I'm still trapped as that 18-year-old. I'm thinking, where's everybody at? Where's everyone at, man? Like, when I was on road, I was the man. When I was on road, there was bare man around me, this and that. Do you get what I'm saying? But when you start to get older, you come to realize that people level up. Some people don't. Some people don't grow up. Some people will stay trapped in that mindset. But if you see it, everyone around them's leveling up. So let's say, for example, a man might come on the roads as one generation, but now because he's not leveled up in his head, he starts chilling with young bucks. Then when them young bucks level up, he's going down and down generations. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you'll have man, like, you see me right here, right now, I'm on a totally different path to, say, my old friends. But that doesn't mean that I ain't got your back. That don't mean that if you call me, I'm not there to help. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, I'll always have your back. So if something happens, I'll be the first one to reach out. You get me? It's like that video that was flying around last year or the year before, when it's saying like, man ain't got to holler at you all day, every day. Man ain't got to call you all day, every day, but just know that love, that bond is bulletproof. Do you get what I'm saying? But then, so it's like, you can't really sit there and think to yourself like, oh, you know what? I kind of have to stick to this, stick to the regime, stick to the codes, and stick to this and stick to that, yeah? When in reality, it's time to level up, it's time to grow. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, obviously, man have morals, man have principles, man have all these things. I ain't saying to go against that. But what I'm saying is, it's like, if you see a man level up, you can't get mad at him and think, right, my man sold us out. My man's this, my man's that. Now, my man's leveled up. And this is what you see back in the day. The aim of the game was to level up and get out of the hood, innit? That was the aim of the game. Level up and get out of the hood. Now, if you move out of the hood, you can always come back. But you see, living in the hood, the aim of the game is to get out of the hood. You get me? So if you can see a man leveling up, why are you then going to look at him and think like, right, my man's a sellout, my man's this, my man's that? You get me, G? Be happy for a minute. And that's one thing I always say. It's like, people might look and think, oh, my man don't chill with my man don't chat to my man don't chat to this, my man don't chat to that. When in reality, it's like, see what a man's doing. He's in his lane, I'm in my lane. You get what I'm saying? If a man's grafting or doing whatever he's doing, his day starts when my day ends. If I'm working a 9-5, so say you've got two brethren, yeah, that grew up together. One man's grafting on the roads, the next man's doing 9-5, yeah. When the grafter's day starts, the 9-5 days, day is finishing. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, if you're working, depending what field of work you're in, like sometimes you might have to be going and getting a train at 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, the grafter guy, he might just be coming in from partying or whatever else. You get me? When my man locks off his line or doing whatever he's doing at, say, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock, whatever time it is, them times there, this guy, the 9-5 guy, he's just getting his head down. He's going to bed. He's getting ready for the next day. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is what I try to explain to people. It's like, yeah, man, sometimes man might forget. Man's got a lot of things on. Do you get what I'm saying? So it ain't that man are dropping man out or man don't shout man or this and that. It's just man has to appreciate that man are just in different places now. If you can sit there and think to yourself, this road life ain't for me. Be honest with yourself, man. Do what's best for you. Forget if man say you're soft. Forget if man say you're weak. Forget if man say, oh, you're a bitch, you're a punk, you're this, you're that. If the thing's not for you, let it go. Because you know what's going to happen. You're going to be tried and tested and you're going to fail. Do you get what I'm saying? So now people will look at you and start saying, oh, you're this, you're that, you're rare, I've seen a lot of man tried and tested and fail. That might be if you get hit with a case. You can't do the time and start talking. That might be when the funk's on properly, yeah, now you've run off, you get me? Or if you're faced with a situation and you're thinking it's life or death, fight or flight, you might take the flight route. Now people are looking at you like you're a punk, you get me? But then think about it, if you just stay true to yourself and just, you know, stay 100, like I just said, go against the grain, do what's best for you. You know this life ain't for you. You know you can't hack this. You know this ain't you. Do you get what I'm saying? You know running the streets with straps and whatever, you know it's not you. Do you get what I'm saying, Car? You have to understand, if you know you can't do jail, if you know you ain't ready for this thing, if you know you ain't got the lion heart and you're going to stand up when there's like 5 man busting after you and you ain't got no heat, you get me? And you have to say to yourself, accept facts, innit? Like it's not for you. Now be true to yourself, because then if you ever find yourself in a situation, now you could be in trouble. You get me? And I ain't talking down on no one, I'm just spitting facts. You get me, G? So that's the words of wisdom for today, man. Yo, my people, yes. For those that want to try something new, be sure to check out Peas Punch. Got different varieties of punch, rum punch, vodka, gin. Be sure to check them out. And again, I just want to say a shout out to everybody that supported the movement. Everybody that's been following, man, from day one when I done that first interview. You get me? I think in January 2020, when I first come out of pen. Everyone that's been supporting me, everyone that's reposted me, everyone that's followed all of that, man, like, I see it, and like, regardless of whatever, I'm always going to give man the flowers, in it. I'm always going to give man the props. I ain't never going to think to myself like, oh, no, like, I appreciate everything everyone done for me, because end of the day, they didn't have to. That's keeping it all the way real. Man didn't have to. Made you think with his 250,000 followers, he didn't have to repost me. He didn't have to get me down there to do that interview. All these kind of things put me in the spotlight. All these type of things put me in the limelight. My man kind of put man up. You get me? On some real shit though. Like my man's heard man's story and thought, you know what? My man's a real one. I want to work with you. I want to this, I want to that. From day one though, from that first thing he dropped, that first video dropped, my man shouted me. Said, you know what? I've got a plan. I've got a plan, but everything's about timing. It's all about timing, innit? I'm not going to rush it. I'll hit you up when I'm ready. All right, love. I'll post a video. My man will repost it. Reach out, shout, man. Yo, I've got an idea. Like, bro, made you think. Shouts out to you, bro. Shouts out to Made You Think. Another one. My man's not on socials no more. He's not on socials, but I swear, I hope he sees this, man. Man, like Bonkers. You get me? Shout out Bonkers, man. That's another one. You get me? My man took the time to shout, man, and help, man. You get me? My man saying, I remember last year, my man shouted me and he's saying to me, yo, you need to get yourself a podcast. Start a podcast. I'm saying to my man, right, I'm struggling right now. You get me? I ain't got no dough. My man's like, nah. There's ways to do it where you don't need dough. So I'm thinking, yeah. My man's like, yeah. Leave it with me. I'm saying, all right, safe. About 10 minutes later, my man's come back, sent me a link. Yo, watch this. It tells you how to start up a podcast without no dough. You get me? My man didn't have to do that. These time, them on their blue tick, however many followers they've got. You get me? Man, I have to do that. And I know he's not on socials right now, but I swear down, I hope Bonkers sees this, man. Shout out to Bonkers. You get me? Shout out to Bonkers, man. Real, man. Real people, bro. And Scoots as well. The Art of Silence over there in Canada, clothing line. Same thing again. My man's reached out to, man. Yo, I see your movement. I see what you're doing. Rare, tear, whatever. When the time's right, I'm going to send you over some track suits. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm ready to tear. The my man saying to me one day, like, yo, this was just before Christmas. These times now, I'm broke. Nothing at all. No job, no nothing. Broke, rent arrears, everything. My man shouts me and he goes, yo, how much do you think it's going to cost you to, like, start doing your thing proper? I'm saying, like, I don't know, innit? I don't know. I said, right now, I just record videos in my bedroom, innit? Like, just record on my phone in my bedroom, upload it to Instagram. Man was like, have a look around, man. Have a look around, look at cameras, look at tripods, look at this, look at that. See how much it's going to cost, innit? So I'm saying, rah, why? You're looking to invest in, man. He's like, yo, I ain't going to lie, I thought about it. So I'm saying, rah, like that, yeah? My man's from Canada, bro. I don't know these people. I'm thinking, rah, like that, yeah? Sent him a few links. Man was like, all right, safe. My man sent man a Squiller, bro. Sent man a Squiller to get some new stuff and that. Like, half of these things now, a lot of these things have accumulated over time, but my man was the first person to drop man some Squiller and invest in what man was doing. So for that, ultimate love and respect, bro. Bulletproof bond. You get me? If man ever cross paths, like, you know what it is, man. I wanted you to turn up. You get me? And again, say it all the time, say it again. My homie Kilo out there in Brum B6 Mafia, man. Shout out you. You get me? You know why it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all this going on, but you know why I'm shouting you out, bro. Real man. Like, these men are real, bro. You get me? Keeping it all the way real. Shout out to Wifey as well. Keep him man grounded, keep him man. You get me? Them days where I wanted to give up. If it weren't for people like my homie from Brum and the missus, them days where man wanted to give up and then people are saying, look, listen, you can't give up. When people are trying to test your gangster, when people are trying to draw you out, when people are trying to test your patience, these are the people that are saying to me, like, look, you're on a mission. Ignore them, rise above them. You get me? Like, rise above it. So that's when you see the realness in people. Cause a lot of people will say to you, right, don't have that. Do this, do that. You get what I'm saying? And have you reacting on some craziness. But yeah, so shout out my homie, Kilo, B6 Mafia, man. You know what it is. Due to link up, Sue, shout out Wifey, not keeping man grounded. You know what I'm saying? 100% bulletproof bond. And then, yeah, to finish up, again, shout out the sponsors. So we got Three Kings Beard Oil. Be sure to hit them up. We've got Peas Punch, different varieties of punch, not just rum punch. You got vodka, gin, rum, different flavors as well. Be sure to hit them up, man. Get this party started. The sun's out, fun's about. You get me? And then the homegirl, Kemos as well. Hit them up for your CMOS, man. Be sure to hit them up. And for anyone that wants to get the products advertised on here, hit me up, man. Let me know. Shout me on Instagram. Either KThePT19, True Blue ENT. Hit me up. Or even if you just want a shout out, little promo, add in the thing, let me know, man. We're here. You get me? It's all about supporting. Each one teach one. And again, we're out. See you soon.